Yesterday, NBC News announced that they had a groundbreaking exclusive and that multiple sources had confirmed that President Trump's personal lawyer, Michael Cohen, had his phones tapped by federal investigators and that they were in possession of an audio recording between him and someone in the White House, possibly President Trump, possibly conspiring to cover something up.
We are going to start off our show with some big breaking news, an NBC News exclusive investigation. We are learning that federal investigators wiretapped the phone lines of Michael Cohen, the president's longtime lawyer, weeks before last month's raid at Cohen's office, home, and hotel room. We begin with NBC's Tom Winter, NBC's Julia Ainsley, MSNBC legal analyst Danny Savalos, Stormy Daniels' attorney Michael Avenatti, John Carlin, former assistant attorney general. John was also Robert Mueller's chief of staff at the FBI. I want to welcome all of you. Julia Ainsley, Tom Winter, you two broke this.
Look at this. They got a whole screen full of people to talk about this exclusive breaking news, including Sloppy Daniels' lawyer, who, by the way, has been on CNN literally 59 times in the last 2 months. Pretty much every single day for 2 months. I watch CNN so that you don't have to, but I had to stop monitoring them this week because they were giving me brain damage. Because over the last several months, I would tune in every night, and every night I would see Sloppy Daniels' attorney, and they were talking about the same story. I started thinking that I was stuck in Groundhog Day, the movie, reliving the same day over and over again. But the Media Research Center, a media watchdog organization, noticed the same thing and actually tallied it up, and he was on CNN 59 times in the last 2 months. Now, our whole plan is ruined, Mr. Trump. They have you on tape talking cover-up with lawyer. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, it's Sleepy Eyes Chuck Todd. What's the latest, Chuck?
But before we get further into the Giuliani news, we have a correction via NBC News. Earlier today, NBC News reported that there was a wiretap on the phones of Michael Cohen, President Trump's longtime personal attorney, citing 2 separate sources with knowledge of the legal proceedings involving Cohen. But we've got a correction to that now. It's not a wiretap where they're listening into the phone calls, but something else specifically. Let me bring in my colleague Tom Winter here to explain. There's always a difference here when you hear the words wiretap and surveillance, and the level of detail of the surveillance. Sometimes it's monitoring when a phone call comes in. Sometimes it's overhearing. Explain what we reported and what we now know.
I'm sorry, explain what you reported and then explain what the facts are.
So, Chuck, based on information from 2 independent sources who have a long-term track record of credibility in providing accurate information to this news organization, earlier today, based on that information, we reported that there was a wiretap on Michael Cohen's phone, meaning that they were able to listen into conversations from phone lines associated with Michael Cohen to any other person that he might have talked to. And in part of that reporting, we said one of those phone calls was between a phone line associated with Michael Cohen and the White House. Now 3 senior U.S. officials are telling us that this is it was not a wiretap. Instead, it was what is referred to as a pen register. In plain English, that means it's a log of phone calls that were made from a specific phone line or specific phone lines. And this.
Could you just get to the point, you idiot? They subpoenaed Michael Cohen's phone records. And of course there are phone calls between him and the White House. He's President Trump's personal attorney. I noticed in the comments yesterday that a lot of you guys are posting that you didn't receive a notification for the video, which makes sense because the video was about 80,000 views less than what it usually is by the end of the day. So thanks for the heads up. I tweeted to the YouTube user support and they ignored me all day. So then I tweeted to them again later in the evening and then they finally got back to me and they're like, oh, sorry, we'll try to take a look at it. For those of you who don't know, if you click the bell next to the subscribe button on the channel, you're supposed to get a notification on your phone every time a video is posted, which is usually Monday through Friday. I haven't missed a video in many, many months. Occasionally, sometimes I may miss a video. So a lot of you guys noticed that there wasn't a notification, and so you came to the channel to see, is there a new video today? And there was a new video, and so that, of course, caused the viewership to massively drop. And I'm also being told that my videos aren't shown on the subscription feed of people, and so that has something to do with it too. Even for the last week, most of the videos, the views are down big time. They were doing pretty well. They were averaging probably 350,000 views by the end of the first day. And now they're barely squeaking by maybe 200,000. Yesterday's video only had like 130,000 by the end of the day, which is extremely unusual, extremely low. And so thanks for the heads up, guys. Probably more censorship, of course, by suppressing the views, by eliminating the number of notifications that go out, by preventing the videos from showing up next to other videos, as similar or recommended videos, not putting them into the subscription feeds of people. They can keep the views down. So thanks again for the heads up. Who knows what'll happen by the 2020 election? I don't even know if they'll even allow me to have a YouTube channel. I'll do another video on the incredible YouTube censorship that they've been rolling out. It's unbelievable. So I'll dedicate a whole video to it, maybe next week. Many of you know that last April, the Wall Street Journal started publishing investigations into advertisements that were playing on offensive videos, causing a bunch of big-time advertisers to pull out, causing what we call, us YouTubers, the adpocalypse, causing the ad revenue for us to just drop through the floor. And so now CNN is trying to do exactly the same thing with their new exclusive report into YouTube. YouTube ran ads from hundreds of brands on extremist channels. They're literally trying to outdo the Wall Street Journal's adpocalypse, which focused on a couple big brand name advertisers, which had ads slip through their automated filter and show up on videos that should have been demonetized by the automated system. But now CNN has found ads from over 300 companies and organizations, including tech giants, major retailers, newspapers, and government agencies that ran on YouTube channels promoting white nationalists, Nazis, pedophilia, conspiracy theories, and North Korean propaganda. The New York Times recently called YouTube the Great Radicalizer and said that the more YouTube videos people watch, the further it takes them down the radical rabbit hole. I'll do a video in the future and break this down into more detail because the mainstream media are coming for YouTubers. And that's why I really appreciate all you guys who support me by getting my shirts and my books, or support me on Patreon or through PayPal, or now Square's Cash App, Venmo, or GPay. Appreciate all your support, guys. So thanks for having my back. Have a great weekend. Check back on Monday for a new report, and I'll see you soon.